and welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to be talking about the 5 quick and simple strategies that I used to greatly improve my own behavior management. Implementing these strategies has not only greatly benefited my students, but has also helped me have less stress and be a better professional. And of course, has helped the classroom have better behavior, which is like with all the fingers, it's worth all the fingers. So without further ado, let's hop into the 5 quick and simple strategies I used to greatly improve my behavior management. Up first, we have entering all situations with compassion. What I mean by this is not jumping to conclusions. So if you see a student is refusing work, if they're yelling things, if they're being defiant, disruptive, whatever, instead of thinking, this student is trying to disrupt my class, this student is trying to do my assignment, instead think, what's going on with this student to make them not want to do this? How is my instruction not encouraging them to do this? It's really trying to look above the situation that you're in and see the greater perspective of what's really going on. And so when I see a student is upset, when I see they're overwhelmed, they're defiant, they're disruptive, instead of thinking automatically, this child is doing this, I'm thinking, okay, this student might feel like this because blank. And then I go over and actually talk to the student and find out what's going on. So for example, if you are a student who's not doing their work, instead of saying, what's going on? Why aren't you doing your work? I am instead going to say, hey, is everything okay? I noticed you haven't gotten your work done yet. Are you feeling all right? Can I help you with anything? Just that simple change in demeanor, in approachability, can make a child, make a student feel so much more welcomed, feel more safe in school. And in return, that will give you a stronger relationship with that student, and they'll be able to do more work for you and grow further because they feel supported and cared about, and not like there's a dictator watching their every move. Along with coming at situations with compassion, I'm also trying to be patient and remind myself of my own patience levels. So when you're a teacher, you gotta be patient. There's no real way around it. It is a trying job, and our patience can run out sometimes. But I have to remind myself that if my 4th period class drains my patience, that is not my 5th period class to refill me. That's a me problem. I can't look at somebody else to refill my emotions. Just like in a relationship, I can't expect my boyfriend to make me feel a certain way. I'm in control of my own body, my own feelings. I can certainly help other people. People can do things to encourage you, to support you. But at the end of the day, you are in control of your body and your emotions. And we have to be in control of our patience levels and make sure we are giving our students our best, regardless if they see us 1st period or 8th period. Up next, we have picking your battles. Now, when I first started teaching, I hated this phrase. People would be like, oh, Ashlyn, just pick your battles. And I was like, I'm gonna pick them all. But now I realize how unrealistic that is and how unsustainable that is. You physically cannot pick every single battle. If you want to last in teaching, you will be burned down in no time. But what I mean is not let things go. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the way you hold students accountable should evolve. So for example, if I have a student who's refusing to do work, I'm not going to hound them and say, get this done, get this done, get this done. Why is it not done? What's going on? Why is it not done? Hello, are you getting it done? I'm not going to do that. Rather, I'll say, my expectation is that you'll do this assignment during class when I give you time for it. If it is not done now, you can do it with me at recess or you can do it with me after school. Your choice. And then walk away. And put the ball in the student's court and let them decide how they're going to use their time and how they're going to get their work done. Because at the end of the day, I cannot go into a student's body and make them do their work. I'm here to support them, I'm here to guide them, but I am not here to turn them into robots. They are independent thinkers and they have to choose to learn for themselves. But I can definitely provide incentives, provide encouragement along the way while they become the best version of themselves. My 3rd piece of advice is to be yourself. And before you stop this video or fast forward, because I know that this is so overused, hear me out. Because I used to hear people say this in YouTube videos all the time, and I was like, what are they talking about? What? Be myself? What? But there's actually some strong benefits that can come from being yourself in the classroom. And let me tell you about that. In the beginning of quarantine, I downloaded TikTok, like every other millennial and teacher in America, it seems like. But on TikTok, I started making my own videos, which you should go check out at AISFORASHLYN, by the way. I started making my own videos and I loved it. And it took them a few months, but eventually my students found my TikTok. And once they found it, I was like, okay, there's no going back from here. They got to see their teacher being the weird, kooky person that she is. And what's crazy is I feel like the version of me on TikTok was a very different version I presented in the classroom. In the classroom, I was very stern, matter-of-factly, I felt like. I tried to be very encouraging and supportive, but I feel like my ideals and my execution did not match up. Whereas on TikTok, I felt like I was being the true version of myself, especially when I was presenting my teaching content. So going into the school year this year, I was like, well, the kids already know how I am because they see my videos, so might as well just go for it and be myself. And I have been, and I've been loving it. I've been singing karaoke to the kids. We've been having dance parties every so often. I'm just being my authentic self, and I love it. And I feel like the kids are responding to it too. It takes away some of the pressure that makes you feel like you have to act or be in a certain mold when you enter the classroom. Whereas being yourself, it gives you the freedom and the flexibility to just be you. And really, that's the strongest attribute I feel like we bring to the table as teachers. Our own culture, our own unique experiences. Students thrive on that stuff, and being your true self and showing the students who you are in the classroom can help strengthen that relationship they build with you, because they're building it with a real person and not just this ideal teacher that they see in front of the classroom. And my last piece of advice is to lead empathetically. I'm not trying to create a classroom full of robots. I'm trying to create a classroom full of caring, kind, strong, creative, inquisitive, passionate young people who are going to change our world someday. And in order to do that, I am integrating SEL practices into my instruction intentionally. I am teaching coping strategies. I am taking time to have crucial conversations and teach communication skills. And I'm also modeling what I'm preaching. I'm trying to communicate with my students when I feel frustrated, when I feel like things are not going well. I verbalize how I'm feeling. That way they see this modeled out in practice. I am also making sure I clearly state my expectations for students before I get frustrated at them for not meeting them. How can I expect them to meet something I'm not clearly stating? I'm also giving my students and myself permission to be raw and real in the classroom, and that has opened up doors for conversations, for crucial conversations, for building relationships, and it has made us better people because of it, and it's made me a better teacher for my students too. That brings us to the end of the video. Please let me know what your favorite piece of advice was, and leave any other advice you have about behavior management in the comments. Feel free to follow along on Instagram or TikTok at AISFORASHLYN, and make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. And in the meantime, be the light that this world needs. Bye!